Charlie Wells is the news editor with the Wall Street Journal and joins us now from London. Charlie, good to speak to you again. So just tell us some more about this tradition of the roast here at the Correspondents Dinner. Who's going to be there and who's going to be made fun of?
Right, so some of the big names in Hollywood will be there: Will Smith, Kerry Washington. I think the big thing that everyone's looking forward to is, will Donald Trump be sort of roasted? Back in 2011, Barack Obama made fun of him by sort of, talking about the birther debate. But Donald Trump was sort of calling for Barack Obama to show his birth certificate. And so at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, Barack Obama showed a birth video, which was actually Lion King footage when sort of Simba is coming on the rock. And that was a moment that a lot of people said perhaps angered Donald Trump. There have been some rumors saying maybe moments like that at the White House Correspondents' Dinner sort of pushed him into a more political direction and perhaps running for the presidency. But of course, those are only rumors and speculation.
And Charlie, we saw some of it in the piece that preceded this. Obama's quite the good stand-up. He might have a career after politics if he wants it. And you've got a favourite joke of his. Just take us through that.
That's right. I think one of the best jokes that he made was sort of about a bucket list. And so this was last year when Barack Obama was sort of talking about, having come through the midterm elections, having no more elections before him, and a lot of people saying, do you have a bucket list, Barack Obama? And him saying, I've got something, it rhymes with bucket list. And of course, there was an expletive that anyone could sort of rhyme with. So that was sort of a way that Obama sort of takes chances and is edgy and tells jokes, I think, in a way that his predecessors didn't.
Well, Charlie,
elections.
Sorry, I think we'll have a listen to that joke.
Bucket list. And I said, well, I have something that rhymes with bucket list. Take executive action on immigration? Bucket. New climate regulations? Bucket.
Well, Charlie, it's pretty good stuff there. He must have a bunch of good writers.
Right. As you can see, he's sort of known for having, good timing and good writers. The White House doesn't necessarily disclose all of the comedians who come in and play a role here, but I've heard something like only 5% of the hundreds of jokes that they work through actually make it into the speech. So we should expect something funny tonight.
And Charlie, it's a well-known idiom that a lot of truth is said in jest. There'll be some serious points they're trying to make tonight with all the lols, won't there?
Right. Something fascinating about Obama, his use of this event has been that he sort of airs some of his frustrations underneath the laughs. I think one frustration that he will probably talk about has been the 2016 campaign. I think that has become something of a circus. A lot of commentators sort of wonder how he can make fun of something that seems funny in and of itself. Another frustration could be with the media. Obama, over the past several months, have talked about the responsibility that the media needs to play in the United States, about the role that it sort of contributed to this sort of, as I said, circus-like atmosphere. So we should sort of expect those themes coming through as well.
Okay, well, Charlie, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for joining us again from London there, Charlie Wells.